I'm Mindy Eisenberg, and my story began as the daughter of a mother with the most debilitating form of progressive MS. All of my experiences, including being a healthcare administrator, a yoga student, teacher, and therapist, brought me to the formation of Yoga Moves MS and being able to offer the gift of yoga to those impacted by MS. I am proud of the mighty Yoga Moves MS community that we have created, including our students, their families and support network, our teachers and volunteers. We all come together with a common bond to improve the quality of life for those impacted by MS. We practice yoga and we expand our knowledge about holistic health and wellness. Together, we transform challenges to triumphs. I view our community as a tapestry of interwoven stories that change lives and expand our world. When members of the Yoga Moves MS community share their stories, our connections deepen. From our Yoga Moves MS tapestry, I present to you 3 special, inspiring individuals who will share their story with you: George, Stacey, and Marcia. Each of their stories is unique, but they share a common bond of resilience and hope. Let them grab your attention, engage your imagination, and open your belief to a world full of possibilities. Please join the Yoga Moves MS community and share your story with us.
My name is George Athanasopoulos. I'm 54 years old. I used to play in a competitive men's baseball league. I was diagnosed at the age of 33.
My name is Stacey Hirsch. I'm studying at the University of Michigan. I'm studying movement science in the School of Kinesiology on a pre-med track. I was diagnosed when I was a freshman in high school in November of 2016.
My name is Marcia Williams. I have had MS for 24 years. I was diagnosed in '98. In 1997, let's take it back, I had just got married. That was the hardest time of my life.
I was at work and I started having numbness on the left side of my face, tingling and numbness. And I thought it was a dental problem. And it was a Friday. I'm like, now we have to wait until Monday to go to the dentist, you know.
I got numbness on my full right side of my body, from my mid-torso all the way down to my foot, extending to my arm. I was completely numb.
It started with my eyes, and I couldn't see. It was like double vision, blurry vision. So I went and got my eyes checked, and they told me, you need to go and see a neurologist, and they didn't tell me why. I never understood that.
So we went to the ER. They kept me overnight. They ran tests. They checked out, my carotid artery. The next morning, a neurologist came in and he gave me some tests, and it's almost like he knew. Then 2 months later, I was diagnosed.
I went to a neurologist who sent me to a more specialized neurologist who sent me to another more specialized neurologist, and then finally, after a few rounds of MRIs and a lumbar puncture, they were able to diagnose me.
They ran a lot of tests. They says, well, maybe you have lupus. We think it's lupus. We think it's demyelination disease. Never at all did anybody say anything about multiple sclerosis. So did some more testing. The doctor says, well, we have good news, we have bad news. Well, what's the good news? Well, you don't have lupus, you don't have demyelination, but you have MS.
I can no longer work. I need my forearm crutches and my walker. I don't drive because I have the foot drop.
I had a teenager in school, a new husband, no job because of MS. So what do I do? I
used to go to these dinners a lot to where the drug companies would host and the neurologists would talk. and a neurologist named Dr. Voci. I remember this so vividly. Dr. Voci's talking, I'm talking to my friends, I'm enjoying my food, and he said something about yoga. And it crossed my mind, I'm like, yeah, yoga, right, that's cute, you know. I used to play baseball, I used to play football, I'm like I'm gonna do yoga, I'm like, you know. So he said, if you want, after the event's over, I have these flyers here to pick up. So, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. We're getting ready to go. My wife says, are you gonna go get a flyer? She goes, you should go get a flyer. And I know when my wife says something, I better listen to her.
When I took a class, and after the class, I just felt so relieved, so relaxed. My pains were like barely there. I felt like at that moment, I never even had MS.
And I remember going in there meeting so many wonderful people, but the way it made me feel. I mean, I had more energy. I actually, at that time I walked with a cane. I felt better walking out, as far as the way my legs felt, more energized than I did going in. All right, I'll try it a second time too. And then I went the following week, I felt the same way. And I got to meet so many wonderful people. I was joking around, I said, you know what, it was kind of cool because there were about 10, 12 ladies, I was the only guy there.
Everyone has different coping mechanisms, whether that be journaling or sitting and watching TV or going on a walk. Me and my friends really like to do walks. It's a little bit of exercise. You can talk and catch up with people while going on the walk. I eat healthy. I cook for myself.
One day, my teacher said to me, you could be a good yoga teacher, which I didn't think I could. It felt good because I used to work in the medical field. I used to help people. And I'm kind of still in the medical field because I consider myself still to be helping people. It felt really good. And I wanted to have more of that feeling. So I said, I've got to keep doing yoga.
For 6 years, I was going to Red Lotus doing yoga, practicing it. Now I still practice it at home 4 or 5 days a week.
When I was getting diagnosed with MS, there wasn't a lot of resources for pediatrics with MS. I want to be a pediatric neurologist and be able to help people.
I love Yoga Moves MS community because it's a support group for me.
The peers and the people, the friends, that we all deal with the same issues that we have in life.
When you're applying to med school, they always ask, like, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to go into medicine? And for me, like, it's very specific. This is why I want to go into medicine and help people.
People that I met in my life are just unbelievable. I have so many lifelong friends and so many great, wonderful people. And because of that, I know I'm a better person.
I'm not different. I'm the same as every other junior in college.
I would never go to another yoga class ever because nothing like Yoga Moves MS. I don't think I lost anything. I think I gained like more of a family.